Heman's late grandfather was just full of vision. He wanted his kids to save the world some way. I think that's where it started.
When I was in Ethiopia, I remember I always saw there were people working really long hours under the hot sun that didn't have access to healthcare.
Melanoma is the rarest form of skin cancer, but it's the most deadly. When you get it, it's so aggressive, it has such a high propensity to spread. And once it spreads, it has such an inability to respond to therapy, it makes it so lethal.
We knew at a very young age that he definitely needed something more than the teachers gave him at school.
I used to disappear for hours doing like a random experiment just to express my curiosity. And my parents would just be, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's see how you can use it. Let's see how you can apply it.
We fostered that curiosity, and even as a very young age, he asked how could we help them.
The biggest issue with healthcare today is that truly it's not affordable and it's not accessible to everyone.
His idea of trying to provide a bar of soap that kills those early, potentially future aggressive tumor cells before they get a chance to spread. It does have so much potential to make a difference.
It's just really amazing just to think those things at this age.
I pitched it to the La'am Young Scientist Challenge, but with that, it really blew up out of nowhere.
He's just a boy with extraordinary vision.
When we're younger, we don't really have any barriers in terms of our creativity. We are told that we can do whatever we put our mind to. When I play piano, it's this creative release, but also music at its core was made by composers who were trying to see what notes worked best together.
We try to think about how do we create medicine that could make a difference and also it could be accessible. That's only going to fuel innovation in ways that you may have never thought.
I'm very hopeful about the future, and kids can come up with solutions for bigger world problems. So we definitely have to take kids serious.
My mom and dad have always given back to the communities that they were around, and that's been the biggest inspiration for me. My parents, my sisters, my entire family.
We're human, you know. Look at your neighbor. You don't eat 3 meals a day and you see your neighbor struggle. So it's very important that the community has to help each other. You have to think of way beyond yourself. His projects are millions. This is one of those projects, you know? So I have a lot of hope.
One day, the hope is that bar of soap being distributed to as many people as possible at the lowest possible price.
And I believe one day he will go back to Ethiopia, will make it available for everyone.
There's still so much needed to figure out how do we cure cancer. This is one of the first key steps to making sure that everybody has the best chance of surviving.
It's not about the attention. He does have that big objective of changing the world for the better.
I don't think that I can end the healthcare crisis by myself, but I do know that if we work together, not just as a generation, but as a world, anything is possible. And when I'm done, it will feel like the composition is complete.